history that a 5th round pick has led jersey sales.
Yeah.
Nobody is watching 3rd, 4th round as much as we've.
Cam Newton just stepped up and said the quiet part out loud, confirming what a lot of people have been noticing but didn't want to fully admit. Shedeur Sanders isn't just another rookie trying to find his footing in the NFL. He's bigger than that. He's a movement. He's a cultural force. He's a marketing machine who is completely redefining what it means to enter this league as a first-year player. And when Cam Newton finally pulled back the curtain on the numbers tied to Shedeur Sanders' jersey sales this season, it sent shockwaves. According to multiple reports, Shedeur generated roughly $30 million in jersey sales alone. $30 million. Pause for a second and really process that. We're not talking about a number 1 overall pick. Not a 10-year veteran with a Super Bowl ring. We're talking about a 5th-round draft selection producing revenue numbers that many established NFL superstars would celebrate as career highs. Even Cam Newton admitted he was stunned. He said in all his years around the league, he's never seen a 5th-round pick command that kind of commercial impact strictly from jersey sales. That's not just impressive, that's unprecedented territory. But here's where it goes deeper than dollars. Cam didn't frame Shedeur Sanders as just a financial success story. He described him as an icon of the culture within the NFL. That's a completely different level of influence. This isn't only about touchdowns and stat lines anymore. It's about presence, narrative, identity. Shedeur's journey has been under a microscope from day one. From the moment he declared for the draft, criticism followed. Doubts surfaced. Skepticism grew loud. There were voices questioning whether he was overhyped, whether his last name carried him further than his talent. Yet despite all of that noise, or maybe because of it, he's carved out a lane that extends far beyond the field. He's not just throwing passes. He's shaping conversations. He's building a brand. He's leveraging visibility in a way most rookies can't even conceptualize. Cam Newton also highlighted something that can't be overlooked: the mindset, the composure, the confidence. He made it clear that Shedeur's winning mentality didn't appear overnight. It was cultivated. It was absorbed. It was instilled by Deion Sanders and the legacy surrounding that family name. This isn't random success. It's strategic. The Sanders family understands branding. They understand narrative control. They know exactly who they are and what they represent. And they've been intentional about building around that identity. Cam pointed out that one of Shedeur's greatest strengths is authenticity. He doesn't try to morph into what critics expect. He doesn't water himself down to fit a traditional mold. He shows up as himself, unapologetically, and that authenticity resonates. And that's where the real power lies. Because when talent meets authenticity, and authenticity meets visibility, you don't just create a football player. You create a brand ecosystem. You create influence that stretches into culture, fashion, media, and business. Now we're watching that blueprint pay off in real time, in ways the NFL has rarely seen from a rookie, let alone a 5th-round pick. This isn't just a breakout season. It's a shift.
Freedom of speech is not free. And I think what Shedeur was doing, what Shedeur was saying, what his father was saying, and the way the father has kind of engulfed his children as you're going into a league where it's like, yo, I'm going to win. Like, it's everything is resume based. We won everywhere. Yeah, y'all changed the culture.
And Cam isn't exaggerating when he talks about Shedeur Sanders as a cultural icon. At this point, anything connected to his name doesn't just sell, it explodes. The demand is instant. The response is massive. And the proof is already out there. Take the recent Nike collaboration as the perfect example. The global sportswear powerhouse rolled out a special edition shoe line inspired by Shedeur Sanders, and the numbers that followed were eye-opening. Within just 48 hours, Nike reportedly generated close to $20 million in revenue from those Shedeur-themed sneakers alone. 2 days. That's not hype. That's impact. That kind of performance isn't normal for a rookie athlete. It's not even typical for many established superstars. It signals something much bigger, a connection between player and culture that goes beyond the football field. Shedeur understands how to present himself. He knows how to lean into his personality instead of hiding it. And more importantly, he knows how to translate that personality into a brand that resonates nationwide. Fans aren't just buying shoes. They're buying into a story, into an identity, into a movement that feels authentic. And Nike didn't treat the launch like a routine product drop. They built an experience around it. The release event was crafted to reflect everything Shedeur represents: confidence, family, legacy, and next-generation energy. This wasn't a quiet rollout. It was a celebration. A statement. Shedeur Sanders Jr. was there, front and center, and you could see the pride written all over him. He spoke about the journey, about the years of support, the critics, the grind behind the scenes. It turned into more than just a sneaker launch. It became a family milestone shared publicly. Fans who have followed the Sanders story from the beginning connected with that moment. It wasn't corporate. It felt personal. It felt earned. And that's the real difference. This isn't just marketing strategy. It's narrative power meeting business opportunity. When you combine a recognizable last name, undeniable confidence, consistent performance, and a loyal audience that feels invested in your journey, you create momentum that companies like Nike can amplify, but not manufacture on their own. Shedeur Sanders didn't just sell $20 million worth of shoes in 2 days. He proved that his influence stretches far beyond the gridiron, into culture, commerce, and conversation.
The money sign too? These Shedeur's cleats. These Shedeur shoes. That's hard. Oh, it say it right here. For his Pro Day one. It says Shedeur Sanders Pro Day, please.
But Nike didn't stop at a high-energy launch and celebrity appearances. Their strategy went far beyond a flashy stage and bright lights. To truly pull fans in and create that emotional bridge, they tapped into nostalgia. They displayed Shedeur Sanders' very first professional shoes, the exact pair he wore when he began his college journey. That move wasn't random. It wasn't just about promoting a new sneaker. It was about storytelling. It was about visually connecting the dots from hungry college competitor to rising NFL star. Nike understood that Shedeur's appeal isn't only in what he's doing now, it's in how he got here. By highlighting where he started, they invited fans to relive the climb with him. That's elite-level marketing. Because when you frame a product inside a journey, it stops being merchandise and starts becoming memory. And that's exactly what makes Shedeur different. His career feels like a narrative people are invested in, not just a series of games on a schedule. Between the explosive shoe sales and the eye-popping jersey numbers, one thing is crystal clear: wherever Shedeur goes, his audience moves with him. His supporters aren't casual. They're committed. And he's earned that loyalty. This isn't artificial buzz generated by algorithms. It's connection. It's relatability. It's fans seeing pieces of themselves reflected in his grind, his confidence, his resilience. And Nike recognized that early. Seeing what Shedeur carries, the charisma, the presence, the marketability, they made an offer that shifted the entire landscape of athlete endorsements. Shedeur Sanders became the first player in history to land a major endorsement contract before ever stepping onto an NFL field. Let that register. Before a regular season snap. Before a stat line. Before proving himself at the professional level, the belief was already there. And this wasn't a modest partnership. Initially, Shedeur inked a staggering $125 million deal with Nike before officially entering the league. $125 million attached to a rookie name. But the structure of the agreement is where it becomes even more fascinating. The second Shedeur stepped onto the field for his first preseason appearance, a clause inside the contract activated, the active player clause. And with that single trigger, the value of the deal doubled. Just like that, the total skyrocketed to $250 million spread across the next 4 years. $250 million. $250 million committed to a player at the very beginning of his NFL journey. That's not routine. That's not common. That's not even rare, it's unprecedented.
Peak NFL contract.
Damn.
That's interesting. I would love to see
I gotta do
that.
some more research.
And it doesn't end with the headline numbers. On top of that enormous endorsement package, Shedeur secured something almost no rookie has ever touched: 50% of the revenue from his jersey sales. Half. That's not standard. That's not common practice. That's a power move. For a first-year player to negotiate that kind of split is virtually unheard of in NFL circles. It instantly places him in a different financial stratosphere. From an endorsement standpoint alone, this deal makes Shedeur Sanders the highest-paid rookie in league history, and it's not even a close race. Now here's the twist that makes this story even more incredible. He wasn't a first-round pick. Coming out of the draft, many analysts projected him much higher. Instead, he slid to the 5th round. And when that happened, the questions started flying. Was he overrated? Did scouts miss something? Was the hype bigger than the evaluation? Yet despite that draft position, he's already out-earning projected top prospects like Cam Ward and Travis Hunter, players expected to hear their names called far earlier. That's the intersection of three powerful forces: the Sanders brand, Nike's marketing engine, and sharp business strategy all aligning at the perfect moment. When you zoom out and examine the full picture, jersey revenue, endorsement contracts, entrepreneurial ventures, equity structures, one conclusion becomes unavoidable. Shedeur Sanders is currently the highest-earning NFL player when you calculate total income beyond just his standard playing contract. Not rookie. Player. That's a combination of business intelligence, cultural relevance, and on-field promise, creating a financial ecosystem rarely seen in professional sports. And remember, this didn't come without resistance. During his rookie season, Shedeur dealt with skepticism from multiple angles. Critics questioned his draft slide. They questioned whether his last name opened doors. They questioned whether he fit the traditional quarterback mold the league has historically preferred. But fast forward to now, and the results speak loudly. From jersey sales to sneaker drops to endorsement milestones to performance under the lights, Shedeur Sanders is impacting every layer of the NFL landscape. Commercially, culturally, competitively. And here's the part that should really grab your attention: this is just the beginning. If this is the foundation he's built during his rookie year, imagine the ceiling as he grows more comfortable in the league, sharpens his game, wins more, and continues expanding his brand footprint globally. The NFL hasn't quite seen a blueprint like this before, where business dominance and rookie status collide at this scale. And right now, we're not reading about it years later in a documentary. We're watching it unfold in real time. History isn't coming. It's already here.